Hello ladies and gentlemen, we are back with the final match between Cahrin and Vaulk. It's going to be played on Xel'Naga Caverns, and really excited. Vaulk picked this map, one of my favorite maps to cast on. Pretty even map. It doesn't really favor either player too much. As I take a quick drink of soda that I haven't had in a very long time. It's so delicious. Oh, and we're going to have Vaulk spawning in the bottom left corner as the purple Zerg, and Cahrin spawning in the upper right corner as the red Terran again. And I really like this map for both Terran and Zerg. It's this little back thing right here. This little back pathway is probably the most useful thing about this map, because you can attack the natural and have two really far away ways of retreating. You can attack from this side and you can retreat all the way down this way. You can attack from here and you can retreat all the way down here. So you really never feel cornered on this map. And that's something that's really important when you're harassing with those fast units. Is because if you were harassing with Hellions and they have roaches and you try and get back here to take out these guys, if you come in this way and you come down this path, then roaches can block you off here, but if you do it quick enough, you can actually get over to here and get out. Whereas if this is all blocked off and your only entrance is right here or right here, in order to do that, you're going to block yourself in this corner. But because of these exits, it's actually really effective. So we have Cahrin throwing down the 12 racks after walling in, done the same thing every single time. Vaulk has seen the supply depot as well. I don't know if Vaulk's a little flustered after losing the last game. He was in a commanding 2-1 position, but then he commanding 2-1 position, but then he lost, and so now it's even. He's going to be throwing down this spawning pool, and Happy Dude commenting about the stolen minerals by Vaulk. I'm not sure what he's going to do. The strategy that worked for him most recently was the Baneling bust. The only other one that worked for him was going to really fast Brood Lords. Not sure what he's doing, although it does look like he's saving up for a 14 pool 15 hatch, which has been a pretty standard build for him most of this series. Cahrin getting out that first Marine, not going for any kind of Reaper play. Reapers aren't all that effective on this map. There's a nice ledge that you can get up and down on here and here, but it's a really far rush distance, so really kind of encourages that large macro play. So Cahrin finishing his wall in, won't be getting any more scouting done for Vaulk until he can possibly sacrifice an Overlord. Cahrin's going to hold this Xel'Naga watchtower. The thing about this map is that even with both the watchtowers, there's still little areas that you can slip through. Like, I think there's a space right around there that you can't see even if you have this watchtower, and this one there's a space like right here that you can get through. So the watchtowers aren't the most key things on this map. Map control is very hard to attain on this map because of how wide open it is and the location of the expansions. All the expansions are pretty much towards the outside, the ones that you're going to be taking early. So Cahrin's going to move in here. I don't know if he's going to be able to see this Roach Warren. Is he? Let's see if he actually got to it. I don't think he did. He did not get to it, so that's actually going to be really a really big deal. Vaulk has not gone for his quick early Roach play, although Cahrin might be suspicious of the fact that he sees... Let's see, does he even see this cast? Yeah, well, now he sees it. So I actually really like that scan, realizing he didn't get to see the area where the tech was probably going down. He throws the scan down right after scouting anyway, and he's going to be able to see that there are roaches on the way. He needs to get a siege tank out quick. I don't think he should overcommit by, switching to Marauders or something. Don't know what this factory is all about. Oh, I don't know what this is either. Oh, he's going to be doing this. Okay, alright. He's going to get Banshees out quick. Sometimes I just don't see everything on the map and, kind of mess up. I would like to see a tank. I wouldn't like to see that. There's an execution of one of the Marines there as his corpse lays there. Apparently he was talking about some defection or something. That was horrible. That was absolutely horrible. I'm so glad I was hovered right over that when it happened. So Vaulk's going to move out. He's going to have, you know, the map control for a very short while, but once this first Banshee comes out, this could be really bad. He's already queued up his second Banshee. He hasn't started Cloak. I would like to see Cloak go down. He's got way too much gas for not having Cloak going down. Although he might save that gas just so that he can produce tanks pretty strongly. The only real defense that Cahrin's going to have is the Banshee. And if he doesn't actually scout, he's going to see the Banshee coming now. I think he saw it in that little window right there. He's going to see that Banshee on its way, and well, he's definitely going to see it now with his Overlord. And because of that, he's going to be able to start production on another Queen, or not at all. He's going to get that evolution chamber out. It's actually kind of smart not to get Cloak, I guess, but he's got the Overseer coming out anyway. So if he has another Queen on the way, which he does, that's really good. He's going to be able to defend this off. Because he's going to sacrifice this Queen against the Banshee, which is actually going to run away. And he's going to be completely fine. The problem now, though, is that Vaulk really can't attack, because this Banshee, which is going to fly right over all these roaches, is going to see this, and no matter how many units that Vaulk sends at him, he's not going to be able to take this out. Not really sure what these roaches are doing. He needs to pull these roaches back and then wait for Hydralisks and then attack with them together. This is just kind of a suicide play right here. Of course, running home with them is also kind of suicidal, because these Banshees are going to take out this whole army. So a little bit of a blunder attacking at that time. Roaches are faster than Banshees, so they're going to be able to get home to the relative safety of what should be a couple Spore Crawlers. I really don't like Spore Crawler being placed right here. Banshees have the same range as Spore Crawlers, so you really have to place them on the outside of the mineral line. Otherwise, you can leave a Banshee like hold positioned right here, and it'll just attack the probes that are mining here, and that's bad news. So he does have some Hydras out. Of course, Hydras on off of creep without the range upgrade are pretty bad. He barely has enough to transfuse. Of course, that would only really be good if he actually did transfuse. So I totally said that he should get Cloak, but seeing the way that his defenses have been going, I'm glad that he didn't, for his sake. It'd be interesting to see what Cahrin decides to do with this medevac that's coming out. It's pretty early medevac for not having any Hellions that he wants to drop up here. Or, I guess Vault canceled this expansion because I must have missed it with the Banshees. So Cahrin's playing a little passively now for having opened Banshees. He's got 2 medevacs on the way. I'm not sure really what the point of these medevacs is. He might be planning to land some tanks on the high ground here. I've actually won games on this map because I was pushing up in this direction, and I just put tanks on the high ground, and I was attacked, and they just couldn't do anything about it. So the Banshee moving in, both Banshees moving in. I don't know if Vaulk can see it now. He can't see it, just barely with that placement. And so now he's going to be moving out with some Hydras. I don't think this is a good play. I think what he needs to do is sit back. He knows his opponent has gone Banshees, which are mostly harassment unit. They're good in an army, but if you sit back and defend, you're always going to have a stronger force. Maybe put some guys in these towers to make sure that there's no tank push coming. But so he's making a lot of medevacs, and it's like he wants to do a drop, but not just with Marine Marauder, also with some tanks. And so now he's moving in with these Banshees, and because of that, he's all the way out of position. He really needs to go back here and prevent this expansion from going down. But I think that Cahrin's in a completely commanding lead. He has an Overseer, but doesn't really need it because no Cloak has ever been researched. Cahrin's now getting his expansion up. He's morphing in that planetary or that orbital command, whereas Vaulk is on a measly, oh my goodness, he's on 10 drones on minerals. And Callie in the background just dropped some shit, and that's what the loud obscenity being screamed was. Yeah, and Andy commenting on the fact that he doesn't have enough drones. I'm actually surprised he was able to get this many units with that few drones. It's pretty ridiculous. So I'm a little upset with the way this game has gone, just in general, because it's not been all that aggressive, except with the exception of the Banshee harass. So it looks like these Banshees might get taken out. Yeah, these units need to be like right here, and there's absolutely no creep being spread. It's like Vaulk's just playing really scared almost. So definitely Cahrin has done a really good job this game to harass, although right as I say that he almost loses a Banshee. He's going to need to send those home to get repaired. But he is going to get a full scout in. He's going to see exactly what's going on. I don't know if he actually saw what that building was, but it is an infestation pit. And here comes the Doom push. I don't know why he's going to leave that Marauder at home. I guess he's going to drop this right here. Although this is a risky play. If these get in range of those units that are trying to be dropped, then he is going to be at a... Oh, and he's going to see it. If he's going to see... I am so slow. He's going to see this Marauder moving over here, and that might be enough to let him realize that there's a drop coming, and I think it does. And now this is really bad. He needs to pick it up. He needs to pick it up and get out of there. Oh, what are you doing, Cahrin? Oh. Of course, the target fire and the medevacs isn't going to help, and so looks like Cahrin is actually going to take this. He might be able to pull something out, and Vaulk that is, if he were able to get some roaches out here quick, although this little army here is just really strong. Needs to watch out. These medevacs are just taken out for no reason. He needs to back these up. Move them back or this one's gone. Oh, barely didn't move him in time. And Vaulk GG's. So this series has gone 3-2 in favor of Cahrin. Cahrin will be moving on to the semifinals. Vaulk is now out of the competition. Really good series of Zerg versus Terran. So looking forward to casting the next 3 games of the quarterfinals.